I was grinning because at the time you said certain things or policies may challenge different people at different times, and the thought that came to my mind was, well, one thing that will challenge at least a lot of people will be this new tax policy. It will challenge our pockets, our finances in different ways. And people initially may not know how to react to it because already there are people who are still very angry with this policy in terms of what it entails, how they will be charged, and they have a huge expectation as to what they expect this monies to be used for. What would your advice be to such people now?
Firstly, I think we need to study carefully the information that is coming to us on this tax reform. My understanding is that the tax reform favors majority of the masses in Nigeria. The tax reform favors the low earners for sure. So their take home will be a lot better than it was. That's my understanding. And then also, I also believe that there are certain things that have been questionable to me personally. You know, you wonder how, as a business, you will pay VAT, value-added tax, on some things, and then also in your own, at the same time, you pay buying and you pay selling. And I think that is being corrected. I've wondered, you know, for a couple of years now, what's happening to the withholding tax, you know, that businesses are collecting for the government. You know, should it not be, when it's time for the company to pay its own tax, should it not be deducted? You know, that wasn't in the mainstream before. That's coming to the mainstream right now. So whatever it is that you have in your account that you have put in there, somebody, you gave service to somebody, they withhold a certain percentage of your money, it counts as part of your tax at the end of the day. So there is a good reconciliation within the reform. So I see a lot of positive things. I see a lot of good things with the reform as far as the reform is concerned. But then the big question also is, how is the government going to justify, you know, the usage of taxes that they are going to be getting, and they've been getting. So we need to, of course, ensure that there is enough pressure on the government to make sure that their spendings is something that directly impacts, you know, positively the quality of life of an ordinary man on the streets. I think that is key. And I have no doubt in my mind that this presidency is geared towards that. It's quite impressive for me to see that the presidency withdrew the VIP police, you know, because a few within the nation is enjoying a certain level of protection and security, where we are saying that we don't have enough policemen in service. But then that's been corrected. So that is encouraging for me to see that we have a government that is putting on the front burner the interest of the masses.